Good morning, friends. Welcome again. So far, I covered exercise 4.1. I am skipping the sixth main because the sixth main type of problems are once again dealt in exercise 4.4. So, no need to worry. Same type of problems are dealt in exercise 4.4. Now, before starting the exercise 4.2, before starting the exercise 4.2, let's discuss few theory part related to the exercise 4.2. So the best example or best practical example which is suitable for the equation is the weighing pan. Okay, weighing pan is the best example which suits the equation. This is my weighing pan. All of you know. Weighing pan is the example suitable for equation. Okay. So weighing pan is the best example for equations. Suppose if I write one equation here, x minus 3 equal to 10, x minus 3 equal to 10. It is an equation, simple equation. Why you can call this as equation? Because one variable is there, LHS is present, equality sign is there, and RHS is there. What it shows, if you put x minus 3 on one pan and 10 on another pan, the weighing pan will be in equilibrium. Means both are same. X minus 3 is equal to the 10. Now, what do you mean by the solution of the equation? This is the equation. What do you mean by the solution of the equation? For what value of x the LHS value is going to be 10 is known as the solution of the equation. Okay. Each and every value will not satisfy the equation. For example, if you put x equal to 5, 5 minus 3 is equal to 2 and 2 is not equal to 10. And for what value of x, LHS is going to be equal to RHS, and that value of x is known as the solution of equation. There are many ways by which you can find the solution of the equation. The very basic method is a separation of variable. Separation of the variable means you can see here x minus 3 equal to 10. If however it is possible to separate this x from the 3, however if it is possible to separate this x from the remaining all numbers and symbols, then you will get the x and you will get the RHS. Then you can easily find out the value of x. In this method is known as a separation of a variable. Now what I will do, whatever you have to do on the both side. If you want to find the x, to separate this x, I need to remove this minus 3. To get the x, I need to remove this minus 3. And what is the exact reverse of minus 3? Exact reverse of minus 3 is a plus 3. I need to add plus 3 on both sides. If I only add plus 3 on the LHS, the equilibrium of the weighing pan will be not equal. Okay, weighing pan will not be in an equilibrium position. To maintain the equilibrium, some weight here, the same weight. I am just using the term weight because for your understanding purpose. Number here, same number I should have on the RHS to maintain the equilibrium. If equilibrium is maintained, then only it is known as an equation. Okay, we should not disturb this equilibrium or equality sign. To maintain that, whatever you add on the left side, same number you have to add on the right side. Whatever you multiply on the left side, same number you have to multiply on the right side. Even for subtraction also, if you subtract any number in the LHS, same number you have to subtract in the RHS. If you divide the LHS with some particular number, same number with the same number you have to divide the RHS also, then equilibrium is maintained, and then it is known as a equation. To remove this minus 3, I have to add the opposite of this minus 3, that is plus 3. To maintain equilibrium, same plus 3 I have to add. Okay. Here this plus 3 is added to remove this, to get the x. Here this plus 3 is added to maintain the equilibrium. Remember it. If you proceed, this minus 3 and plus 3 will get cancelled. And what remains? Only x remains. Here plus 10 and plus 3 is going to be plus 13. Therefore, in one pan you are weighing x. In another pan it is 13. Therefore, value of x is going to be 13. Now you got the solution of the equation now. To confirm, how to confirm it? How to check it? Whether you got the correct answer or not. One way is to check the textbook answers. Another way is you can confirm it by cross-checking. Put x equal to 13. If you put x equal to 13, if you get LHS is equal to RHS, then whatever solution you got, it is a correct. Otherwise, it is a wrong. Put x equal to 13. 13 minus 3 is equal to 10. 13 minus 3 is a 10, and 10 is equal to 10. LHS is equal to RHS. Therefore x equal to 13 is the solution. Is the solution. Instead of doing this, it's a trial and error method. What you did, you separated whatever numbers is along with x. No, you have to separate it. This is known as a separation of variable. This method is known as separation of a variable. Variable means what? X is a variable here. You need to find the value of x. If you separate x from remaining all numbers, okay, whatever numbers which are associated with it, then you will get x. By using this method, you can find the solution of the equation. Okay, we will take a few examples. It will clarify our doubts. First main. Give first the step you will use to separate the variable and then solve the equation. First, you need to write what step you are going to take to separate the variable, and you should move forward and you should get the solution. Okay. I will not write a heading. You can just see in your textbook. Give the first step you will use to separate the variable and then solve the equation. First question, x minus 1 is equal to 0. Is it a simple equation? Yes, it is a simple equation, because in the LHS you have one variable, equality sign is there, RHS is there, so we can call it as a equation. Now we need to find out the solution of this equation. What is the solution of equation? For what value of x LHS is going to be equal to RHS? X ಬದಲಿ ನಾವು ಯಾವ ನಂಬರ್ ಅನ್ನು ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ LHS RHS ಗೆ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ, ಆ ನಂಬರ್ಗೆ ಏನಂತೀವಿ ನಾವು, ಆ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ನಂಬರ್ಗೆ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಒನ್ ಲಾಕ್. ಆ ಲಾಕ್ ಯಾವ ಕೀಯಿಂದ ಓಪನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಆ ಲಾಕ್ ಆ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಕೀ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಆ ಲಾಕ್ ಓಪನ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಕೀಗೆ ನಾವು ಅದರ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಕೀ ಅನ್ನೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದೇ ತರ ಯಾವ ನಂಬರ್ಗೆ LHS RHS ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಾವು ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ವಲ್ಲ, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಟ್ರಯಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎರರ್ ಮೆಥಡ್. I hope you remember the trial and error method. What we do in trial and error method, we assume numbers. We assume one number in our mind and we try it. If error comes, we will try another number. Once again error comes, we will choose another number. We going to continue this method until we get one we get a LHS equal to RHS. That is known as a trial and error method. Now what we are doing now? We are doing a separation of variable. This is also one method only. What we do here? We need to separate the variable. X is with, we want X now. We want an X now. X. With X, what other number is there? -1 is there. I need to separate this X. If I want to separate this X, I need to remove this -1. How to remove this -1? What is the exact opposite of -1? Exact opposite of -1 is a +1. Okay, if I put +1 there, this -1 +1 is going to be cancelled, and you will get a X. And to maintain that equilibrium, to maintain that equation, whatever you add, subtract, multiply, divide on the LHS, same thing you have to do on the RHS. Okay, if you don't do it, then it is not called as equation. ಈಗ ನೀವು LHS ಕಡೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ನಂಬರ್ನ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ, ಅಡಿಷನ್, ಸಬ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್, ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಒಂದ ಕಡೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಡೆ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಆಗಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಇನ್ಇಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಸೈನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So to remove this -1, I need to first ಬರ್ಕೋರಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Okay, first ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದಾರಲ್ಲ, what you the first step you will use to separate the variable. What is the first step? Add. What step you are going to take? Add +1 both sides. Add +1 on both sides. So write one thing, x minus 1 is equal to 0. +1 on both sides. X minus 1. ಎರಡು ಕಡೆ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. +1 ಇದು ಕೂಡ +1. ಇಲ್ಲಷ್ಟೇ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಆಗಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. To maintain that equation, I have to add here. Why I am adding this +1? To remove this -1. -1 +1 got cancelled. What remains? Only X remains. 0 + 1 will give you. Therefore, solution of the equation. What is the value of X? The value of X is the solution of the equation. Remember. X is equal to. Okay. Second, +1 is equal to 0. Solution. Look here. I want X. Along with X, which number is there? +1 is there. What is the exact opposite of +1? -1. So I should add a -1 on both sides. So first step is add -1 on both sides. Okay. Add -1 on both sides. -1, -1. This -1 is added to remove this +1, and this -1 is added to maintain this equilibrium. Maintain this equilibrium or equation symbol. So +1 -1 got cancelled. What remains? X remains. 0 -1. Whatever number is along with 0, +1 -1, same number repeat. 0 -1 -1. Therefore, the solution of the equation is -1. Okay. So, still 2 more problems I will solve. 2 more problems I will solve, and afterwards, let me take third question. See question, x minus 1 equal to 5. minus 1 equal to 5. Here you need to separate the variable. By separating the variable, you need to find out the solution of the equation. Variable na separate ಮಾಡಿ ಅದರಿಂದ ನೀವು solution of the equation find out ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನೀವು ಮಾಡುವಂತ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಯಾವುದು? x minus 1 equal to 5. x ಅನ್ನು ಕಂಡು ಹಿಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ x ಜೋಡಿ ಏನದ? -1 ಅದ. ಸೊ ಈ -1 ಅನ್ನ ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ನೀವು. x ಅನ್ನು ಸೆಪರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ you need to remove this -1. To remove this -1, you need to add +1 on both sides. Add +1 on both sides. Okay. Add +1 on both sides. This -1 plus 1 got cancelled. X remains. X separate article. 5 plus 1 6. X equal to 6 is the solution of the equation. Okay. Likewise, I will solve last problem, that is a D problem. X plus 6 equal to 2. Or I will take a E question directly. Remaining you take it as a homework. I will take the E question. This is quite different. Y minus 4 equal to -7. Y minus 4 equal to -7 is the equation, and you need to find out the solution of the equation by separating the variable. Now, what is the variable here? Y is the variable. -4 and -7 both are constants. Y ಅನ್ನು separate ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. To separate the y from the constants, you need to remove this -4. To remove this -4, you have to add exact opposite of it. Exact opposite of -4 is a +4. Okay, you need to add +4 on a both sides to maintain the equilibrium also. So add, for a solution, add +4 on both sides. Add +4 on both sides. Y minus 4 minus 7 is the equation. Add +4 on both sides. Now you look, -4 and +4. Subtraction 4 minus 4 will give you 0, and 0 don't have any sign. It is a neutral number. Instead of doing all those steps, just cancel -4 +4. And separated the y from -4. Y only remains. Note that. Once a question of y -4, y is along with -4. After adding +4, y is separated from -4 now. Okay. So RHS -7 plus 4. -7 plus 4. Both are integers and both are of different signs. Integer, positive integer. What you have to do? Subtraction. No, signs are different. Minus and plus. So subtraction. 7 minus 4 will give you 3. And among these two, you have to choose the sign of a greater number or a greater denomination. 4 ಮತ್ತು 7 ಒಳಗೆ greater 7 the symbol minus ಇದೆ, therefore what is the solution of the equation? Y equal to -3 is the solution of equation. Okay, try remaining problems by or take remaining problems as a homework. Try yourself whether your answer is correct or wrong. You can check it by looking at the answers given at the end of the textbook. You can confirm it, okay, by looking at those answers. If you have any further doubt, you can come to school and you can ask or clarify your doubts. So see you again with the second and third main in next video. Bye, take care.